One of the things with people who go through suicide is feeling like they don't have a choice other than the date of their death.
My name is Cynthia Shobha. I'm a licensed and registered counsellor and also a lecturer at University of Cyberjaya in the Faculty of Psychology and Social Sciences.
Hi, my name is Jasmine and I'm 24 this year.
I go by Naim Lee. I'm 28 years old.
My name's Sophia. I'm currently 23 and I am a suicide survivor, I would say that. I am someone who has attempted suicide, I'd say more than one occasion.
It is something like a taboo subject. People do not want to speak about it. Okay, coming from the Asian community, right? How many of us actually speak about our feelings? Yeah, when we feel sad, how many of us actually go up and say, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling lost, I wish I can get help. Even going for counselling, we can see it's a stigma. Because when a person goes for counselling, society automatically labels the person as the person is crazy. Something is wrong with the person.
They're outsiders. These people are the problem of society, or these people are just ungrateful. These people are just too sensitive. I think older generations would say that a lot. Not tough enough for the world.
So all these kind of phrases and all these kind of words is put onto a person, which is why people don't reach out for help, even though they are crying for help deep down. But they find it like, if I reach out, what's going to happen to my image? What are my friends going to say?
So when you invalidate someone's feelings like that, they will just shut up and not tell anyone until it's too late. That's when you get people saying like, oh, what happened? You know, we didn't see it at all. We always saw him or her as a happy person.
I have a friend who committed suicide. I was the last to know when he passed. There were things that I feel I regret because I was far from everyone. So we spoke over the phone and I didn't get to see the changes because whenever I asked him, oh, are you okay? Are you well? He always said, oh, okay, I'm fine. Like he's not struggling, so I wasn't worried so much. But then, when that happens, I was like, this is the last time that I'm gonna let someone did what he did. So I try to be there. Whatever that they feel, try to be there, be present. Just listen to what their thoughts and saying.
Listening may be something, you may think it's something very simple, but it's not simple. But also bear in mind, listening and your mind wandering elsewhere. That's also, because sometimes we can listen and our mind will be going somewhere, and the person who's pouring their heart out will notice that we are not present here. So if you're going to be there for the person, make sure you are there, physically and mentally you're present. That 15 minutes time that you have given to this person can change the person's thoughts from suicidal to non-suicidal.
One of the things that they did to it sort of amplified my feelings even more of suicide is they didn't acknowledge what I was going through. They didn't acknowledge my pain. They would just say things to sort of diminish it. Oh, you're just being overly emotional, or it's probably because you're a teenager, or things like you're just overthinking it. You know, you probably hear those kind of comments a lot. That doesn't help. That only amplified what I wanted to do.
You can never know their struggles because you are not in their shoes. Try to be there without trying to give advice or solutions to them. What I would say is, whenever you feel ready to talk, you can come to me and then we can just talk about anything.
I spent, I would say, a good half of my life trying to hide the fact that I'm suicidal. It used to be hard for me to admit that, in all honesty. You know, why am I suicidal when I have all these things going on in my life? I think one thing that made me comfortable was finding out that my friends did not think that this was a problem.
If I was faced with someone who was suicidal, I feel that I wouldn't necessarily approach them about the topic directly. I would, invite them out, like, hey, let's go makan. I feel that by cornering them, by saying like, I feel that you are in a very dark place, I don't think that's going to work for them. They might feel trapped and they'll just double down and say, no, nothing is wrong with me.
We shouldn't be intrusive with our questions to them. Of course, we know our friends, so when they behave in a certain way, you can tell that, oh, something is not right.
The most important thing is for us to be alert. Do not take it lightly when we notice a change of character in our family members, in our loved ones, because this may be something that can tend to lead to suicide.
I think we should normalize the conversation around suicide, even though it's uncomfortable.
By talking about it more, it will open up a lot of doors for people who are suicidal. You know, this person seems like they are okay with talking about suicide, so maybe it's okay for me to open up to them.
One of the things with people who go through suicide is feeling like they don't have a choice other than the date of their death. Letting them know that no, you have a lot of choice you can make, a lot of power that you can do and change all these things. That helped me kind of push forward. I would say I haven't completely recovered. There are days when I still think about it, when it's very bad days. But I like to think of it as the ocean. They come and they leave, and it's very temporary, and you can get through it.
It's not always, blue skies. Sometimes there are dark clouds. Just enjoy the rain. That's the problem with us. We are uncomfortable with ourselves. How do we make sure that we're comfortable with ourselves? We start talking about our feelings.
I actually sometimes feel more positive after conversing with my friends about it, because I get to know their opinions about it and possibly know where their mental state of mind is.
Talk to your loved ones. If you have anybody that you trust. If you do not have, please do go and seek help from professionals. Our life is too precious for us to just lose it that way.
Thank you for watching. If you or anyone you know is having a hard time, please do reach out to the following hotlines. And stay tuned to Mashable Southeast Asia for more videos.